So it's been a little bit since I recorded my last video, and this little rascal is absolutely the reason why. So somebody dropped or abandoned 3 puppies right here on our street, and we found homes for 2 of them. We kept this little one. Her name is Ravioli, and she kept me up all night for a few nights, and it has absolutely been a pain in my butt, but we love her, and that answers why I've been gone for a little bit. So yeah, we've been taking care of her, and you know, we took her to the vet, we had her blood examined and all that. So that's partially, you know, I mean, it's the main reason, but along other things, the reason that I have been gone for a little bit. So I'm glad to be back. We're going to be listening to this Tabby EP that he dropped. Recorded in my car EP, super original idea. I absolutely love the fact that he recorded this entire thing in his car. You know, he's a tremendous artist. He's super creative. I love his videos. I love the edits. I love his music. So I'm just excited for more. You know, I'm really happy that he didn't wait too long to drop another EP. Yeah, let's just jump right to it, man. It's been so long. I just want to get right into the music and not waste your time with this introduction. So this is Recorded in My Car EP by Tabby, and the first track is 2005 Matrix Intro. Let's get it.
Off the top in the car like every day. In the top in the car, cause you never wait. Yeah. Is you ready? Is you ready? Is you ready, boy?
The horns are great.
Everybody's got heartbreak, everybody's got joy.
Yo, this is that Jonah Hill clip.
Everybody's got...
Yeah, man, I love that he added that Jonah Hill clip on the end there. You know, that's personally, it's definitely different seeing Jonah Hill being so real, you know, when you see him in those interviews, compared to, you know, the characters that he plays in the movies. But, you know, he got really real during that interview, and I'm really glad that, you know, he used that clip here because it's so true, and I completely relate to this and agree with what he's saying here. So that's really cool. And Tabby has, you know, always been about opening up, you know, about mental health and all that, anxiety, depression, and things like that. So I'm really glad that Tabby is still keeping it real. He's still, you know, staying true to himself. Man, the production on this thing sounds awesome. You know, I think that, you know, that little horn in the background that comes in is really dope. I love the percussion on this. I love the snare and how cool it sounds. You know, it's layered with so many different sounds. I think it's a really interesting song to listen to. It's only 1 minute and 20 seconds long. You know, it's the introduction to this project. Definitely got me hype for the rest of it. So the next track is Jonah Hill.
Spit a verse with the cordy. Paparazzi and Herbie, but keep your eye on the birdie.
Oh my god!
Every night got me stirring.
This bass is nuts.
Crack a pack and it's caught in possession, panicked on cannabis, curb me. Yeah, you know the drill. Like I'm Jonah Hill, like I'm Jonah Hill, like I'm Jonah Hill, like I'm Jonah Hill.
Yo, this is really fun.
Queen Bee here and J Fox, amazed at the cadence, so the flow stay outrageous. Say I'll retire and I'm the only one writing shit. I'm the daily inspired, I grip the mic like a Midas.
The verse is pretty nasty, bro. I love the pitching of the vocals. Delivery is great. Yeah, man, there was a really cool, interesting siren sound in the background of the beat that I think was really great. What stuck out to me on this one was that bass line. You know, it's very gritty, it's very heavy. Not anything like I was expecting at all, which was a very pleasant surprise. It definitely goes hard. The hook is very energetic, it's very simple, but his delivery is what brings that energy. It's what makes the hook so fire. I love the pitching of his vocals during the hooks. 2 very fire verses from Tabby on this thing, man. Yo, this track is great. What can I say? And again, not afraid to talk about depression, mental health, and of course using a bunch of metaphors to talk about it to keep his lyrics fresh and interesting so that it's a message that we've heard before. It's not anything new, but it's presented in a new way, which is what I find so dope about it. So great job on that one. Yo, so OLSC uses lots of really cool sounds for his melodies, man. He's very creative.
Chain on the thrift shop, bro. Bitch face got a pause, let's start shit. Tip straight, I'm a song. 34, 34, 34. 2 birds, 2 sides of the swing man. Motherfucker, it's got a pause, let's start shit. Tip straight, I'm a starving artist. Start charging the pain like Giannis. 34, 34.
Yo, I have goosebumps running all up and down my arms because of that main melody that just dropped again, man. It sounds so amazing, dude, to me. It's so creative. It sounds so haunting. It sounds almost like one of those, I forget the name of the instruments, that like type of metallic drum that you put on your lap and you play it with your hands, and it's like it looks like a dome. It sounds like that almost to me, dude. This beat sounds so awesome. Isn't this kid like really young too, the dude that produces these tracks? So much talent, dude, and the sound is so creative, and Tabby is killing it on this hook, man. So great. I love this energy.
What you might be on. Talk that shit and you silent vibe. Skirts are like a Catholic. In the grass you think what's in. Up the dome, Sandy crib. Even close like
Sandy crib, dome. Oh my god. This is crazy, bro.
Start charging the pain like Giannis.
His flow is really great too.
You all wanna beat dog, fucking square up. Just got 5 plus fucking day job. 3 stacks to my name, can I get up with the
Switching the flow up, so fire. Yo, this might be one of my favorite Tabby tracks ever. It's not my favorite, you know, there's awesome tracks like Rose Gold, like, you know, a bunch of those other tracks that I've really enjoyed, but this is up there, man. Just because the energy and the verses are so fire, the lyrics are so dope, you know, the metaphors and the imagery is so awesome, his energy and his delivery, you know, he's so braggadocious, so aggressive. I love that, you know, we had Peach Fuzz, which was a concept album, there was a message to it, and here he can include a message into it, but it sounds a lot more like he's just relaxing and having fun and just kind of showing off what he can do on these tracks, and I personally am really enjoying that. You know, this is probably going to be a standout track off this project just because of how absolutely insane the production is and his delivery, just because of how great it is. I really like that, man.
Yo, man, I'm on the NBA 2K18 grind, man. You know, I'm trying to...
Messing around with the lead, I like that. That organ sounds crazy. The distortion on the guitar sounds really dope too. I love these drums. Yo, I'm telling you, this kid has so much talent. I would say he has potential, but he is just already so great. You know, when you say someone has potential, it's because they're gonna reach greatness. To me, he's already great, and he's gonna improve, you know, over the years, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me because of how good he already is. I think that he's just ridiculously wavy. His sound is so awesome. You know, that interlude was funny at the beginning, and then it just got more and more wavy the more you listen to it. You know, the drums came in and they sound so muffled. It's a really great song.
Suicide over 9 to 5 in cubicle like any mighty mo. Catch this real culprit, mental health by the sickle, so it read proper. New mama shopping and by golly every
This
day
is crazy.
Friday. To these monarchs who offer drug action, practice patience for that triple dog damn. Nothing causes more cacophony than silence and conversation.
Yeah, man.
Deli quick, contradicting all. Said never cousin, sudden rise in Celsius. We get it, baby.
He's going so crazy right now.
As trust and branches, y'all the plant that seem all feeds. At 9, I write this chicken scratch.
Yo, that beat was ridiculously simple, but very wavy. I love the very lo-fi drums and the very, very cool piano in the background. It's very jazzy. But what really, really makes this song great is Tabby's lyrics, man. Just the social critiques are all so crazy and so on point. They're so valid. They make so much sense. And I personally relate to so many of the things that he says. You know, I agree with so much of what he's saying on this track. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. Just not only what he was saying, but how he was saying it. The delivery, switching up his flow, switching up the way that he was talking, his vocal inflections, the metaphors that he uses to portray these ideas that he has in a way that makes the words rhyme, you know, and of course finding those really dope pockets in the beat to rhyme in. I mean, that was just flawless execution to me. That was a really great job, man.
The energy flow, too clutch in the pulse of 0, nothing but that. Creasing out the Jordan 1, she believe that something's up.
Yo, this little melody that came in is great.
Too clutch in the pulse of 0, nothing but that.
Yo, the bounce is so great.
She smell like focus, taste of a new flower, but that don't feel right now.
The soul. Yo, this is dope, bro. Love the hi-hats. Yo, so ridiculously wavy track already with that first half, but that second half, it just brings it up another notch. You know, it's so soulful, so intense. I love the way that he performs that second part where he's kind of like got that nasally voice, and he's kind of like singing while he's rapping. You know, it's really well delivered. It kind of reminds me of the second half of Peach Fuzz. You know, it's got that kind of vibe to it. But I think that this song is, again, another very awesome display of versatility and talent from not only Tabby, but the producer OLSC.
Mad to the bone, never chew one. Cat nap till it's ruined, it's ruined, huh? What? No flex, but I still hear the bomb drop. Houseway, you ain't racking up them commas. Dressed like a rap pop out to Rashad. So
this is crazy. The horns and the guitar is so nuts. This is crazy, dude. The flow, the delivery, the performance is all so awesome. Tabby, dude. What a way to end this and send this project off. Ridiculous, dude. That song is ridiculously fire. The horn sample, or the horn, I don't know if it was a sample or not, but the horn is just so catchy. The guitar sounds so dope. The beat is ridiculously wavy. Tabby goes off for the entire thing, you know, and again, awesome delivery, awesome flow, awesome performance from Tabby. You know, it's such a joy to hear him make music because he is just absolutely ridiculous. You know, he's tremendous. He's a tremendous artist. I love the creativity that he's got, you know, and everything that he does, from art to editing to making the music. He's just tremendous. This EP, man, I am going to be blasting this on a loop for a very long time. It is one of the most consistently fire projects of this year so far, you know, because we've had great projects where most of the tracks were really good and then there was like a few songs that were a little off, but this thing was just like consistently great all the way through, all the way to the end. And he kept it short. It's less than 20 minutes long. It's 7 tracks long. I feel like the fact that he made only a few songs means that he focused more on the creation of every song, and he definitely gave us very high quality music. So if you haven't listened to this EP yet, definitely go do yourself a favor and listen to this right now. Tabby did a tremendous job making this album, making this record, and I'm probably going to listen to this another 10 times in the next 2 or 3 days. You know, it's so good. It really is. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you're enjoying the videos, if you're enjoying the content, consider supporting the channel with a subscription. You can also support the channel by following me on my social media and becoming a patron on Patreon. That'd be a really dope way to support the channel as well. If you want videos on your music, hit me up on my Instagram. That's where I receive all the submissions for series like Putting Y'all On, and also the series where I showcase individual artists. So if you're interested in that, like I said, hit me up on Instagram. I will be back in another video very soon. We've got Denzel Curry next, and then we'll go and do the Travis Scott videos and the Kendrick Lamar videos. And I'm getting to all the content that I promised you. I'm back. I'm recording daily now. You know, the puppy is not stopping my grind any more than she already has. So I'll see you all in another video very soon. Until then, guys, stay safe. Peace.